Is it rude to turn off the lights when a blind person is reading in Braille in the room you are about to leave? Hell no, we don't give two shits. We keep lights off in our places because who the hell needs them, and it saves on the power bill. We generally only turn them on when we're expecting sighted guests. Yeah, it kinda is because there are level of blindness. I've seen people walking with blind sticks mentioning they can see but only a little. Some blind people can see stuff better in bright light even if they use Braille to read, so you should probably ask them if they want the light on or off. I don't need sleep. I need answers. Nah, one of my friends is totally blind and she just tells people to use the lights as needed. Try to remember to turn them off when leaving, but she goes around and checks anyways to make sure someone hasn't left one on to run up her electric bill, lol. It may be rude to the next person who walks into the room. Like people walk into a dark room, they expect that it's empty. So it may be inconsiderate to turn out the lights. Really depends on the setting. Also, I would normally ask a person if they want the lights out before I shut them off. I'd feel like I was being rude if I didn't show a blind person the same courtesy. Like if they had a guest over, they might want to know if the lights were off or on. Use your words, ask them. It's only rude if they find out. No, because they would, and hopefully, still read this post. Damn. I learned hella shit reading this. I might try out a screen reader. You ask them. Leave the room as you entered. Were the lights turned on? If so, leave them on. I'm gonna say yeah, it's rude, but only because my grandmother is completely blind and we brought her a birthday card that had a pretend candle that lit up, and when you blow on it, it sings happy birthday. We were not sure if she was going to be able to know where she had to blow, but when she opened it she was so happy that she could see the light in the card and took it with her to her doctor. No, because they can't see. I'm not completely blind, but qualify as legally blind. But even if someone, say, is going to do something I might not notice, it's nice to know if it might affect me at all. So just say, hey, turning out the lights now, or are you expecting a sighted person to come back in, etc. Also used to have a roommate in college who would get naked and walk around thinking I couldn't see her. I just pretended I didn't know if she had clothes on or not, but it was a small room, so she would brush past me and it would be like, yeah, her bare ass just touched my arm. Eventually her and her boyfriend developed this weird fetish for trying to have sex completely silently to see if I noticed. I just let them roll with it. They are still married 20 years later, and I kinda wonder if they're still out there going, remember when that blind roommate didn't know we were having sex? Sorry guys, I knew, lol. Not only is it rude, it's racist. Some people are not completely blind, like, they guide by lights and shadows, so I don't know. I mentally face planted into a table. Where will I go when I die? Is God real? Will my mom ever hug me? Some questions don't have answers, and we must accept that. Only if there's another person in there who is sighted. This reminds me of the Ray Charles movie when he's cooking food in the kitchen in the dark and his wife or girlfriend yells at him for cooking in the dark, and he's like, hello, I'm blind woman, why would I waste electricity, idiot? You knew the answer was no before posting. Stop. It depends. The legally blind have low vision but can perceive light and shapes. While people who are totally blind can't see a single thing, just absolute darkness. So there'd be no problem if you turn off the lights if someone who's completely blind is around. I would say it depends on the blind person, so better off just asking. Most people that are blind still retain some sight, even if it's just light sensitivity. There is a blind YouTuber I watch who still can see light, so she likes the lights on. Just ask. Why do you think that? I don't think he knows. No, because they touchy dots to read and don't need to the sense to see. Dumbest question I've ever read.